Now let's talk about that frightening situation yesterday morning and into the afternoon. A 2-year-old vanished for hours when the minivan she was in was stolen from a Dekalb County church right in the parking lot of the church. A good Samaritan did spot the van near Lithonia High School a few hours later and called 911 and stood by the young girl. Right now we're joined by Gary Martin Hayes, founder of Keep Georgia Safe. Gary, thanks a lot for being here this morning. I want to talk about what parents can do to avoid this. This is a parent's worst nightmare. The parent obviously didn't do anything wrong in this case as far as we can tell. What should parents do in a situation like this?
Yeah, Ted, thanks for having me. And I'm so thankful I'm here talking about a case that has a great conclusion. There's a lot that we can learn from this situation. First of all, this was not your stereotypical abduction kidnapping case. From every indication, this was a car theft and the child happened to be inside the car. Parents, caretakers, grandparents, please do not leave your child alone in the vehicle. I don't care how quick the errand inside the home or the store is. Do not leave your child unattended. And please never leave the keys in the ignition. Take the child with you, take your keys with you, lock the car doors, and then go.
Do you think it's okay for parents, I mean, after what happened yesterday, when they're leaving their child this morning at a daycare or something like that, to say, hey, seriously, guys, that scared me. Keep an eye on my kids and don't leave them in the car?
Yeah, it seems we do more of an investigation or background search on where we're going to eat dinner, you know, what kind of restaurant we're going to attend, than we do on the people entrusted with the care of our children, our most precious children. What we need to do is trust your guts. If that person gives us a bad feeling, don't let them have unfettered access to our child. Be willing to question those people that we do have good feelings about. To quote Ronald Reagan, you know, trust but verify. Be willing to do background searches on these folks. And at keepgeorgiasafe.org, we have a whole laundry list of things people can do to ensure the person that is entrusted with their child is going to be a responsible person.
Gary, just a few more moments left. What can the rest of us do? We don't want to get involved sometimes and cross the line into someone else's life. How do we know when it's time for us, if we see a young child alone or in a situation where they seem scared by the adult, when do we step in and do something? When do we call police? Is there a line that needs to be crossed?
I think we need to err on the side of being proactive. And there's a lesson, too, that we can learn here from the grandmother. She said when she had the child handed to her, she held that child, protected that child as though the child was her own. Parents, if you will please be proactive, tell your children. If they are separated from you, tell them to find a mom or a grandmother with children, because that parent, that grandparent, is going to protect that child as though they're their own child. You're empowering the child to look after their own safety.
Gary Martin Hayes with Keep Georgia Safe. Gary, thanks a lot for joining us again this morning.
Thank you, Ted.
Appreciate it.
We had someone from his organization on yesterday when this was all going on, just talking about how, you know, time was of the essence. So good thing those 3 hours, things worked out for the best.
Even when they think it's just going to be just minutes, it can take someone 5 or 10 seconds to steal a car.